morning, everybody, and thanks for waking up with the Chase.
No way.
My God!
One of one, ladies and gentlemen.
Go to Dave's. I must ask you a question right now.
One of one, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Whoa.
Sit back, relax, and crack a cold one. The Chase is live. Oh, did I get the camera almost? That looked good on camera. That was impressive. What's good, everybody? It's Wednesday, middle of the week, hump day, whatever you want to call it. But we're back with another episode of The Chase. That's right. Give it up for your favorite hobby host, as David likes to say it. That's right. I'm Troy Licastro, the casual fan. You know me, right? And I'm alongside my broadcast partner, David Yarger.
Hello. Good morning, everybody.
Hi. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Troy. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I kind of feel like crap, but other than that, I'm here.
Hey,
I'm here.
I wanted to say this morning is the start of the Lenten season for those who observe, but I wanted to see, hey, how many people in the chat are giving up sports cards? I doubt any of you.
Not me.
I doubt any of you. Yeah, well, we know you're not. He's hooked, guys. He's hooked, baby.
Yeah, they got me roped.
Mm-hmm. He's roped in, ladies and gentlemen. Who's out there? I see B. Tisley says, hell no.
Hail to the no.
Hell no. Yeah, sorry.
Hail
Listen,
to the no.
Bally, Meerkat did not tell me that he was going to wear...
That's one cough.
He didn't tell me he was going to wear the turtleneck today. So I didn't have time to plan for it. But good morning to everybody here. H. Cooper, Bally, Yagabomb's in the chat somehow. Christoph, JK, Mama Yarger, Teasy. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday, and can't wait to give you a little bit of entertainment I don't even know what I'm saying. I hope to give you a little bit of entertainment this morning. And you know what? Before I start tripping over my words even more, how about you just give me some motivation. Give me something. Give me the quote of the day. We need the quote of the day here.
Okay. Let's see if I can get through this without coughing.
You can do it.
Hiring kind people with a positive attitude is always better than hiring negative people with experience. Nicole Fiorella. I like that one. Do we have
beautifully said.
Do we have a hype
And I
train?
can't believe that we have 19 people. We have 20 people, 25, 26. Now we're bumping up. We already hit a hype train this morning. So number one, thank you to Jay Hendry for subscribing to the tier 1. Mr. Bliss, thank you for subscribing. I saw somebody else gifting a sub. Thank you guys for subbing and gifting subs. We appreciate the community. I can't believe we got a hype train going this morning already. Hype train!
Hype train! Get it going! Let's go!
Wow, yeah, Bliss, I feel like it's been a while, so good to have Mr. Bliss back. Everybody say hi to Mr. Bliss. Bliss is back again. Guess who's back?
Tell a friend.
Bliss is back. Cabo, you were in Cabo Wabo?
Wow.
TFTI, thanks for the invite.
Would love to be
Thanks
there.
for the invite. All right, Mr. Bliss, what do you say we get ready for the rest of the show here? Do you want me to let you know what's happening the rest of the show?
Do you want to know?
TZ, Mr. Bliss, little gobble-goo. All right, I'll let you know what we're talking about today. How about we got today's new releases, of course, the stuff that is going to be dropping on Wednesday today. And also, we'll take a look at a collection of an NFL Hall of Famer that is heading to auction. Barry Sanders, yes, the Detroit Lions Hall of Fame running back, the great Barry Sanders. He's got a giveaway going on right now on Twitter that we're going to show you. And we'll also take a look at a new Netflix series that could have some influence in the hobby. Our live guest will be Nathalie White of Rebuild, Southwest Florida. White was one of the volunteers who found 2 Michael Jordan jerseys, among other collectibles, in the Hurricane Ian rubble. We'll also finish up with a box rip giveaway of the new 2022 Bowman Chrome University football. David's got that in front of him right now. But, of course, before we go on with anything else, we got to get to Monday's winner when we opened up Mosaic Fast Break Basketball. So, who is our winner? I know I have it. Oh, I know where it is. It's over here. The winner is... Well, give me the overhead camera. There it is. How about Super Ultra Mega Happy Fun, who I know is over in the Two Bros chat right now. I don't know if he's lurking in here. But he had the answer of my favorite part was drinking while watching. That's fair. Do you remember the question we asked?
Yes, it was what was your favorite moment of the All-Star game weekend?
We did. We asked you guys what your favorite part of the NBA All-Star weekend was, and indeed it was drinking while watching for Super Ultra Mega Happy Fun.
There's two coughs.
Hey, there's Super Ultra Mega Happy Fun.
Yo,
there you are.
Yo, email your info to the chase at dacarwell.com so we can send out your cards for you. We got them right here.
Please, we just want to send your cards out, please. We got these stacks of cards now. And remember, we gave away the unclaimed prizes, so don't be that person. Don't be an unclaimed prize. What's up, Rachel?
What up, Rach?
Todd Supreme. You got to respect the answer.
I mean,
you really
it's true.
do.
Honestly, I think back to NBA All-Star Weekend, and honestly, that answer kind of resonates with me.
It sounds pretty truthful to me.
Yeah, I mean, think back to the dunk contest, and I'm like, yeah, nice dunk. I'm going to go grab another beer. So,
I had one beer. What? Two beers. What? Are we on level 2?
Another hippity train?
Yeah, Bailey goes enjoy
Brad Miller.
Yo, listen, I'm telling you.
Don't talk ish about Brad Miller.
Super Ultra Mega Happy Fun. I think you saw the box for it, but yeah, we got that Brad Miller banger.
Where is it?
Goose is in here too. What's a hype train? What's not a hype train? Rachel, if you don't know what a hype train is, I don't know if you could be on it. You got to help us get to level 3 hype train.
Let's go.
Thank you, Bliss, for gifting subs. Christoph, thanks for gifting subs as well. Somebody give Rachel a sub. This train never stops, though.
For real.
I just stole that. That was gimmick infringement.
Boo.
Yeah, whatever. They'll let me use it. They work here. Don't worry about it. No ticket. You get a one-way ticket to the happiest place on earth, and I'm not talking about Disney World. I'm talking about right here.
One-way ticket to Electric Avenue, which is right here.
We are... Oh, see?
What?
Captain caught me. He put hey.
Hey.
Captain caught me. All right, but let's get to hobby
dude
stuff,
that doesn't know Rick rolled, but anyways.
Let's get to whatever. Well, don't give him enough. Don't give him that attention. All right, let's head to the new releases of the day, though, and obviously you usually start this one off, so today's going to be no different.
Yes, so we're going to start. Today is the release of 22 Rookies and Stars Football Hobby. Every box contains 2 autos, 2 mem cards, 5 numbered base rookies/inserts, 12 inserts and rookies, and 6 Optichrome inserts. The rookies in this class include Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, all those great offensive players from this last year's draft. Exclusive to Hobby, be on the lookout for Dress for Success and Great American Heroes, which are autographed memorabilia sets that will feature the top rookies and stars from the game today.
Yeah, you know what? I don't remember Rookie and Stars from last year, to be honest with you. I'm sure it was there, but it was still early on when I had just started working here. So good to see Rookies and Stars back. That's usually a staple, though, so that should be fun. And it looks like they've pumped it up a little bit. Rookies and Stars used to kind of be like that, maybe a lower set compared to all the great products that are out there. But it looks like they've pumped it up, and it looks great. Thanks to your mother for starting another hype train. Your mom got us up to level 3.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Way to spread the love.
We can always count on her. That's right, Mommy Yarger. Let's keep the train kept a rolling all night long.
Kept a rolling
all night long. Say thank you, everybody, to Mommy Yarger. We need another hype train, though. We're at 5%. We gotta get to level 4. Come on. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right, next for me is everyone's favorite. Yep. How'd you know? It's 2023's Garbage Pail Kids Go on Vacation. Series 1. So to me, that implies there is going to be a Series 2. So keep an eye out for that. Here you'll look for all new artwork and gags, but also be on the look for sketch cards, luggage tags, autographs, and more. We also have the hobby exclusive here, collector's edition box, which includes the exclusive bruised black parallel, a hobby tin exclusive. I said the word exclusive more in that sentence right there than I think I have in months. So there you go. Dad's money is the best money. Make sure you take Dad's money and you use that to buy the Garbage Pail Kids. Obviously, that's how it goes.
Yeah, add it to the exclusive counter for Troy.
Yes, sir.
All right, next up, I know Troy's pretty damn excited about this one.
Hell yeah, brother.
22 Immaculate WWE Hobby. Every box is going to contain 3 autos and 2 mem cards. And Immaculate, remember, is the home for oversized memorabilia. So look for massive swatches of superstar worn shirts, hoodies, and more, as well as giant swatches from authentic WWE ring-worn matte canvases. Additionally, chase rare dual, triple, and quad autos that feature combinations of superstars etched together in history. I know we talked a little bit about it on Monday, but there's that card of the bloodline right there. Honestly, that to me personally, and I know probably to you as well, the hit of the product in my personal opinion. I mean, 7 autos. Was it 7 autos or 6 autos? I can't even remember.
It would be 3 on each side and then Roman in the middle.
So 7.
Yeah. Oh, we got another hype
Holy
train.
hell.
I'll tell you right now, Legacy, you ain't wrong though. God damn, that is a beauty of a card.
That's a crazy card.
Another, look at Mama Yarger coming in clutch again.
Damn.
But yeah, that should be a fun product. I did see that a lot of those are going to be on-card autos because Panini had been tweeting a lot of the athletes signing their actual cards. Obviously, too, I think this is the inaugural edition of Immaculate for WWE, at least, because this is the first one that they're putting out since Panini took over the license for WWE. So exciting. Obviously, you see it has a very similar look to the UFC Immaculate that we've seen in the past, but really good. I see like T-shirt tags 101s with the autos. So looks like it'll be a lot of fun. Obviously available now on d8cardworld.com, and I'd love to rip it.
We'll see if your boy
Just
Cody.
saying.
We'll see if your boy Cody's in it.
He's in there, but he might be redemption. That's all I'm saying, because I know in Chronicles his autos were redemption. So hopefully they got him to sign the cards, but he is a busy man. Anyways, we've got a arguably bigger new release today. It's huge. How about 22 Bowman Chrome University Football Hobby right there. The box features all chrome cards and college logos of some of the biggest up-and-coming stars. Additionally, you'll find 2 chrome prospect autograph cards per box. And don't forget, this is the first complete set made up of officially and fully licensed cards with college players in their college jerseys. You can see some examples up there on the screen. Here you can find names such as Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson, Hendon Hooker, who you saw, Stetson Bennett, the 85-year-old who's still playing in college, and Anthony Richardson, and much, much more. There are 24 packs per box, 4 cards per back, and of course we'll be able to show you some of this later in the show, so you get like an early glance, a first glance.
Already seen like a couple early rips of it, and it looks pretty damn sweet.
I think it's going to be a fun rip. Obviously, we all love the chrome colors with refractors, and parallels. And obviously, all 100 players in this set do have autographs in this product. So, of course, we saw the first Bowmans of Stroud and Young last year, but they will still have cards, still have autos in here. But, of course, you're going to go that first Bowman hunting, which we'll do later in the show.
TZ, I got bad news for you. He's not in an OU jersey. Yeah, he's in a USC jersey. It kills me too. So
you hate to see it. You really do.
All right. Next up, let's head to that around the hobby thing we like to do. We're gonna start off with a class of 1982 Football Hall of Famer whose collection is going up to auction. Sam Huff, a linebacker for the New York Giants and Washington football team that had a name that I cannot say, has his entire collection up on Damewood Auctioneers. His daughter Kathy reported. Huff, who once played in 150 straight games, was a 5-time Pro Bowler and a 1956 NFL champion. He had a collection with a random assortment of memorabilia, as you could see. The collection includes gold Hall of Fame jackets and rings, signed footballs from decades ago, pictures, and even items from his time at West Virginia, which have been a hot commodity, according to Damewood Auctioneers. We do have another hype train. Let's freaking go. On top of all that, there is also a photo from Huff's brief time in politics. Who was in that picture, you may ask? It was none other than JFK. So, interesting photo there. Also, there's coins, books in the collection, and the auction starts 10 a.m. March 10th at the Loudoun County Fairgrounds. I believe that's in Maryland.
There you go. And unbelievable support from Bloomy here, gifting some people that I don't get a chance to see. So thank you for gifting a lot of subs there. Hopefully you guys stick with us. We're going on to the level 5 hype train, so keep it going. There you go, a little gabagoo for you in there.
Gabagoo.
Level 5, we're about to hit it.
Get to level 5. I'm walking here.
From one great football player to another, how about former Detroit Lions running back Barry Sanders recently tweeted a giveaway for his followers. Yes, that's right. While appearing in a BetMGM commercial playing pickleball, Sanders is also having a discussion with Jamie Foxx. When Sanders posted it on Twitter, he said anybody who retweeted it would be entered to win a signed Panini Prism card of his. In an attached tweet with the ad, he posted a triple inscribed auto on a blue Prism refractor. The card reads, Rookie of the Year 98, MVP 91. You meant to put 89, not 98. And Hall of Fame 04, all below his signature.
Dyslexic.
That's what happens when you just go Ron Burgundy and you just start reading what's up there. All you have to do to enter yourself to win is retweet the man's tweet and just play the waiting game.
Yeah, I did mean to put 89. A little dyslexic.
That's all right. It happens to the best of us. It's okay. Somebody's gonna cut that up and make it sound like I don't know. But
Casual.
I caught it after I read it. But really cool there. Because that's the thing too. It's not like it's just a base. It's a refractor.
Yeah. It's a refractor.
It's a refractor, and he triple inscribes it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do yourself a favor and slab that if you win it from PSA and get the authentic on there.
Just saying, I retweeted it.
Probably a pretty good idea. Did you?
I retweeted it.
I might have to go retweet it.
Am I going to win? Probably not.
I don't know, but you guys should all TZ says he's going there right now. You guys should all retweet it.
All right. Hey, next up, I'm big on this one right here. Netflix recently released a new documentary called Full Swing, which looks into the life of professional golfers on the PGA Tour. The series also brings up the LIV Tour a little bit, which was looming over several PGA Tour players' heads. The series is still in its infancy, as there is only one season release with 8 episodes, but there is a discussion to be had when it comes to the docuseries and the hobby. A few years back, we saw the release of Formula One Drive to Survive. The series was a hit, and the popularity of F1 cards went like that. We've also seen other series catapult player sales, such as The Last Dance with Michael Jordan, The Captain with Derek Jeter. So while golf products are far and few between and have never really been incredibly popular, the question could be thrown around: can this docuseries help boost the market for golf products? In addition, just to add, the series also includes some of the younger players, such as the Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Brooks Koepka, Dustin Johnson, Rory McIlroy, Scotty Scheffler, all those big names that are young and up and coming. And when you look at a player like Jordan Spieth, he doesn't have a huge market of cards. Not really at all. One of the cards that was actually quite sought after, can you throw it up on the screen again, Stevens, if you don't mind? This. The Sports Illustrated Kids rookie. I guess you can call it his rookie card. That BGS 9 sold for $247. Raw copies, which I looked up on 130 Point, $30, $55. So this is just one example, but I'll leave it up for discussion in the chat. Troy, I know you're not a huge golf guy, but, is this series... Whoa. I'm just saying, is this series possibly the boost that the golf hobby needs?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you and I had this discussion not on camera, so I'm glad you brought it up on camera. I think it's a great thing to bring to the table here. I think it has the opportunity to, absolutely, because like you said, I think you did great research. You made a great point there where golf products are far and few between. You're not consistently getting golf products like you are.
It's not like there's a Prism golf product that comes out every year.
No. Upper Deck produces golf right now. Right. You have your game use, you have your authentic.
Yep.
So really far and few between in terms of you only have a few golf products. They're spaced out over the year, obviously, and I feel like you don't always get them all the time. And I think it very well could have an effect. Now, do I think you'll see more sets be produced for golf? Because obviously now we see Formula One. You've got your Chrome every year, you've got your base every year. You had F1 Dynasty. So Topps was putting its resources into some F1. I don't know if you necessarily see that on the golf side, but I do think it will help the cards of the folks out there because golf, I think the last year they did it, so 2021 or 22, whichever one it was, you had true rookies finally, where it actually said rookies on the side. But yes, guys like Koepka, guys like DeChambeau, do they have true rookies? And I think, once Netflix brings this to the masses, and they are right now with Full Swing, if people start to watch it more, they'll see that rivalry that has been built up legitimately behind the scenes, but maybe also by the golf media or just, television in general, that Koepka and DeChambeau are in such a big rivalry that I think people will be interested in that and pick a side. and they will try to find their cards. They'll try to find their autos. They'll try to find their rookies, see if anything is out there for them. So, yeah, I mean, I think that was obviously a long-winded way of saying that I do believe there is a chance that golf could go up for a little bit. It could get some action. Obviously, guys like Tiger Woods, they've
They're
already
the leader in the clubhouse.
right. They've already set their legacy. So, I don't think his cards are necessarily going to go up any higher.
Right.
They're already high. But I think guys like the younger guys like Spieth, like a Koepka, and like a DeChambeau definitely have an opportunity here.
Yeah, no, I completely agree, and I don't want to ramble on too much further. I'm gonna probably do probably a little content piece on this, but because I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, just something I'm very interested in, just to see how the hobby fluctuates with a new series. So.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you for the report, and let's head to our live guest of the day. Today we have Nathalie White of Rebuild Southwest Florida. For those who don't know, Rebuild Southwest Florida is a volunteer group that is helping citizens all across the state clean up and rebuild following the damage that Hurricane Ian caused over a year ago. While searching through the rubble recently, White and her team came across some big ticket items. Some may even call them goat-worthy. So now, live to discuss that with us, we have Nathalie White. Good morning, Nathalie. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking some time out of your morning to be with us. Really, that's we're thankful that you could be with us.
No, for sure. Thank you. Well, first of all, let me just correct you. We're cleaning up in Southwest Florida. So we started this group, and it's mostly in Fort Myers to Naples area and Marco that we've been cleaning up since Hurricane Ian. So not the state of Florida.
Yeah,
that's a lot of cleanup.
that would be a lot of cleanup. Correct. Absolutely. Right. A lot of panhandle to cover there. So for me, I kind of want to start off just you, because I know you are the founder of this organization, this grassroots project that you told me about. So kind of how did you get your start, or, when did you found this? When did you decide you wanted to do this?
So actually, I'm a co-founder. It's me and 4 other FGCU students that after Hurricane Ian, we were all strangers, and we came together on a cleanup flyer, and we started a group text about what we were seeing out in the community. We were just all shocked that there wasn't really a lot of help happening, and then to find out where to go help, it was just very difficult. And so we decided, well, why don't we just try to get 20 people to help out a community that has elderly folks that don't have any family or insurance. And so we decided to get that help. And so we made, through our conversations on text, I had never met them. Through our conversations, we were like, why don't we just start an Instagram page? Maybe we can get more people, and then we can share it that way. And so the Instagram page started, and then the first day, we posted 3 locations to help clean, 3 communities that we could go and help clean. And we had 400 followers that first day. And then the next day was 800 followers. And then it just kind of blew up, because I think the biggest thing was there was no real clarity on where to go help, besides, signing up for Volunteer Florida, and then waiting to get an email. And so, it was really urgent that we helped right away. And so it started that Monday after Hurricane Ian, which was September 28th, when Hurricane Ian hit us on Wednesday.
Now, for you and the group, how astounding was it to see, the growth of your group take off so rapidly?
It was amazing. I mean, at first we were shocked because we were just looking for 20 people. And then, we really felt like the community really needed us to be that voice and to provide that clarity and where to go help. And so and then residents were reaching out to us to give us locations, like, hey, we really need help over here in this community. And mostly we focused on elderly communities and mobile home communities, places that the thing is you have to bring out all your debris to the curb, and nobody helps you do that, right? So you're responsible for anything that fell on your property needs to get to the curb so that the trucks will come and pick up the debris. So you have from the curb and 6 feet, right? So, I mean, you have a whole house that you need to bring out, furniture that's wet and heavy, drywall that's moldy. And so for a lot of these folks down here, which are a lot of elderly folks, it was very difficult for them. And at the time, people couldn't get into town. So people don't have family, so it was just, we were focusing on those communities. And then, we said, hey, if we go for a week or 2 weeks, that would be amazing. If we go for a month, that's really awesome. And now, I mean, we're in February, so we're still going. There's just a lot of work. And we have a great following and volunteers that are committed. So we've been able to keep going.
That's a great point too of, how much work is going into it. That actually leads into the next question. It's been almost a year and a half since, the devastation of the hurricane. Can you just kind of give us an explanation, a description of like how much work has gone into the rebuild and cleanup process?
So Hurricane Ian hit September of last year. So it's been roughly 5 months since the hurricane hit on Southwest Florida. So it's still a wild ride for a lot of people. It's still really fresh. They're still dealing with insurance, what is allowed, what's not allowed. A lot of the devastation we saw was because a lot of the homes that were on the beach, on Fort Myers Beach, weren't built to code, to the latest codes. And so what the damage was a lot of storm surge damage. So Florida gets hit a lot. We get hit pretty often, and the buildings that are up to code don't have that many issues. But when you have water coming in at 15 feet and your house is made out of wood, it's not that, it's not going to withstand that much pressure from the wind and the water. So there was a lot of devastation. So we're still dealing with it. It's still really fresh. The news outlets aren't really talking about it. And so, we're almost like a news feed for people around the country that really care about Southwest Florida. So we're keeping them posted as to what's actually happening here. The beaches aren't open, so there are some beaches open, but a lot of them are still under construction. So it's been really devastating. I've never seen anything like it. I've lived in Florida since I was 7. I moved to the East Coast right before Hurricane Andrew, and I think Hurricane Andrew was the last time I ever saw anything like this. So it's a lot of devastation, and our part of cleaning up. I think we've, as a group, we've cleaned up over 500 homes. We've had around 80 cleanups since in those 5 months, which is a lot. We're going every weekend, and now that the homes are mostly cleaned up, either the homes are cleaned up and picked up, they're moving into rebuilding, or they're waiting to be demolished completely because there's no way we can save them. So we've kind of moved into the mangroves, of cleaning up the mangroves. So mangroves are kind of a gray area. They're protected by the state. And so it's not really the county or the city's responsibility. It's the state of Florida's responsibility. And there's a lot of the debris is in the mangroves right now.
So
They're finding boats and dumpsters. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff in the mangroves right now.
So speaking of news and finding things, obviously you've been making news in the collectible space in terms of you discovered 2 photo displays and, of course, the 2 Michael Jordan autographed jerseys. So I don't know if you could kind of take us to that point and what that moment was like when you guys ended up finding that. Were you surprised at how good a shape that the jerseys were in, at least?
Yeah, so this was 2 Sundays ago. We were in the mangroves. We picked an area that was off of the road, and we've been just cleaning that area. And we found so many cool things. We found so many things in these 5 months. But I think the Michael Jordan jerseys are probably the coolest. They were in these orange packages that were just covered. I'm sorry, they were wrapped in this orange bubble wrap that you see in that image there. And we were using them to step on to get other debris. So we didn't even know what we were stepping on. We're like, some of the volunteers were using that to grab more debris from the trees. It wasn't until one of the volunteers, his name is Mike, he decided to open one of them up. And that's the video that we posted. I knew that it was a cool find. I didn't know it was gonna go viral, but we posted I love Michael Jordan, so I was excited to see that, and that it was signed. And knowing the residents that are around there, I figured it would be real. I heard in the last cleanup, I heard there was a couple of guys that played basketball, college basketball, on that street. So we're thinking that maybe one of those guys that owned all of that memorabilia. So we're still looking for him, but it was pretty exciting to open it up. Everyone was kind of screaming, "Oh, we found Michael Jordan jerseys!" It was really kind of an exciting moment.
Yeah, and you talk about, you think you might know who owns the jerseys. What steps have you guys taken to, try and find the owners at least?
So we posted it, and it's gone. A lot of people have shared it in our community, and as we've been cleaning up the mangroves, a lot of the residents that live off that road have been watching us clean it up because they've been asking, when is that ever going to get cleaned up? And so a couple of residents have been walking down just to see their stuff. They're finding their sink. They're finding like all sorts, tables and chairs that they were like, "Oh, that's mine, And so I've talked to a couple of them, asking them about if they maybe know who owns the jerseys that we could return them to. And so one of the residents thinks that it may be one of the folks that live on that road. It makes sense because it really was, the water just came in, and just imagine it pushing all of your building straight on into the mangrove area. And so we're finding stuff from like 5 miles away, but we're also finding things right in front of us, of homes that were right in front of us.
So that's an interesting point, and somebody in our live chat here asked too. It's Michael Jordan jerseys. So since you guys have gone viral, have you had people reach out claiming that it's theirs?
Yeah, we've had a couple of people like, "Oh, I was living there, and now I'm in Miami." But nobody's really shown me anything that really proves that it's theirs yet. But we have had people reach out like, "Hey, that's mine." And a lot of people have also commented, just joking around, that, "Hey, that's mine." But it's not, we haven't had anybody close to claiming it yet. We were hoping that the story would get to Michael Jordan. That would be really fun. And it would be a great momentum to have. Hey, honestly, it may be worth more with the hurricane musk, is what I'm saying.
It's very I was actually going to ask you too,
I
because
think you have a point there.
I noticed in the one Instagram post you did tag Michael Jordan. I was going to ask you if he has reached out or anything, but
no, I tagged his son. I know he's on Instagram. I don't know if Michael Jordan's really on Instagram, but a lot of people were questioning whether it was real or not. When we opened it up, it was really stiff, but it was wet. Imagine you being soaked in ocean water and then drying up in the package. And so it was really stiff when we opened it, and it was still in the cardboard. And so they were questioning whether it was real or not. But it is real. And it is signed, both of them. So one of them was when he played for the Utah Jazz, and then the other one was the Bullet jersey. So yeah.
So interesting enough, I wanted to ask you had people question if they were real or not. I did notice that on both the jerseys, they look like they had stickers from whatever company decided to authenticate those jerseys to tell people that it was real. Has Rebuild thought of maybe trying to track down the number or see what companies may have authenticated the jerseys, and that way they could possibly track down who they sold it to, maybe?
I did not see that sticker. I don't know. I'm looking at my images here now. I don't know I see what you're saying there. No, I have not contacted them. I didn't realize that was what that was. I just saw the signature on the 23. You're talking about that little sticker on the number?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that might
No,
be,
I haven't.
I would say that
not.
might be a decent lead for you guys there. If you kind of check that out, usually what those do is, let people know that it is truly Michael Jordan that actually signed that jersey. So I don't know if they'd be able to take a deep dive and track kind of how that jersey bounced around in terms of, who bought it or maybe who got it authenticated. So maybe just something there.
Troy always helping the cause.
Trying.
Yeah, thank you for that. I had
Yeah,
no idea. This is why we need these shows to teach us.
Absolutely.
And you talked about it a little bit earlier. You found the jerseys, you found the photo displays. Are there any other collectibles, other than those jerseys and photos that you guys have discovered that are kind of like crazy unique?
No, I haven't really found any other besides I think the Michael Jordan ones were the most the highest ranking, I would say, of what we found. We did find some Purdue basketball images, but it was so blurry you can't read them. And the Cincinnati frame that we found was actually signed by all like Pete Rose and all the people on that list. They were signed, but the image just got damaged, so it's hard to see, but you can still see their signature on it. And then the Pistol Pete check was pretty cool. But besides that, the other packages were just too damaged to even know what was in them.
Understood.
So, you work in these efforts like this, these cleanup efforts. I'm curious because I know that some folks out there can get insurance for their collectibles, for their memorabilia, however you want to call it. So, working in what you do to rebuild in that and what you've done, what are some suggestions that you would have for people that maybe live in these areas that have a high chance of things like a hurricane happening?
Well, they always tell us that before a hurricane comes, you should take an image, you should take pictures of your house and anything that's valuable, so that insurance knows what you had before, and then to do a video of your home, and what you own. It could be cars. A lot of people lost boats and jet skis, and I mean, tons of toys. Like, so any images before the hurricane and a video of your home is what you should really do, in case something like this happens. And a lot of people stayed for Ian on the beach. A lot of people didn't think the storm surge would come like they said that it would come. So this hurricane was a little weird. Everyone was saying it was going to Tampa, then it was saying to going Sarasota. I remember we were still working on Tuesday and we were like, I think we need to leave because the hurricane's probably going to come here, and I haven't even put a window up, a shutter up on my window. So a lot of people weren't prepared or expected to have to clean out their homes if a storm surge were happen. So you should always have that as your backup, even before a hurricane, because you don't have time. I mean, you may not have had time to do a video or take pictures of your home. So definitely, I would say that the person who owns this would have had a picture that they've owned this before, and the frame that it was in, we know what it looked like. So, which is why I know the people that have reached out saying that they claimed it don't own the piece.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up, I'm very curious, how can someone who lives outside of Florida help with your initiative?
Well, thank you. That's the initiative really is, we've been doing a lot of physical work. So I mean, surprisingly, we've had people are all around the state, even around the country, come on vacation just to join us on a cleanup effort because they care so much about this area. They have memories in San Emil Beach, they have memories on Fort Myers Beach, and so they wanted to help be a part of that. So that's just always amazing to see people from Chicago. I mean, we had someone from England just come specifically to our cleanups and plan their whole vacation on that. But also we have received a lot of donations. Right now we're taking gift card donations so that we could give to the residents for their rebuild efforts. It's a little bit of a messy process just because of all the permitting situation that they're going through, and there's this 50% FEMA rule that you don't want to get into, but it makes it complicated for homeowners to rebuild their homes. A lot of people are having to demolish their homes because they can't rebuild it to the latest codes, and rebuilding to the latest codes would be very expensive. And so there are a lot of organizations around that that can help with that. We're just taking some donations to give to those residents to help with that rebuild process. But also sharing the information, because a lot of people around the country don't even know that the extent of damage and what the people are going through right now. It's kind of been old news, like people don't really want to hear about Hurricane Ian anymore, they're on to the next. So, but there's a lot of residents still struggling right now and
I
displaced.
I mean, I can attest to that because I know someone that has property down in Southwest Florida, and they went back about a month ago, and there's still, a ton of rubble, and it's very devastating to see.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're
now what?
definitely will recover. I mean, we have the islander mindset, and so there's a lot of the community is just amazing. I think that's the biggest thing about what we're doing is just getting to know the community and their willingness to make sure that we come back strong. But yeah, a lot of people come on vacation really upset that the beaches aren't open. We're like, hey, why don't you help us clean up instead? That's been it's just keeping it up, keeping people up to date, and also informing them about what's really happening.
One last question I had for you before I want to let you plug your stuff too and let everybody know how they can help again and where they can find you in case they want to keep on updates on Instagram. But one last thing I had is just, obviously Michael Jordan is one of the most recognizable athletes of all time, bar none. But was there anybody around you that when you guys kind of found this stuff in the rubble, was there anybody working with you or just around that knew exactly what they had, that was a collector themselves and was like, whoa, this is a big deal, we got to be careful with this?
I don't think any of us really knew. Because I think where I was reading some of the comments from some of our posts, they were like, how can you be handling the jersey like that? And I'm like, I was thinking, oh, I didn't even think about how I was handling the jersey. I mean, it was already nasty. I mean, it's not nasty, but it's just dirty. It's not in pristine condition. And if we left it in the case, it would just, the case was all moldy. So we took it out, but we don't know. And nobody knew anything about how to handle this stuff. So I don't know. Actually, it's a question for you. What would you have done if you found it? Would you have kept it in the case, or like what would you have done?
I mean, I think I definitely would have kind of at least taken it out to at least check it out. But yes, you could argue that maybe have kept it in the case to keep its integrity. But if it was just already damaged, I think, taking it out and just being careful with it, like what you guys have, and just maybe putting it back in the bubble wrap, at least something like that, just to kind of preserve it until you could find more information on it. I think that's the best option.
Yeah, it is. It was kind of weird because it was all we couldn't keep the frame. All of it was just ruined. So the jerseys are still in good condition. They're dirty at the bottom, but mostly clean around where it's signed. So, but yeah, we didn't, at first you think it's fake because it's not real. I mean, you don't think it could possibly be real, but then when we started finding the other stuff, we're like, wait a minute, this is somebody who is a fanatic, somebody who really cares about these things. I'm pretty sure they're real. And then when we found there's like a sheet behind some of the frames that were still intact that gave it an authentication.
Yeah.
We realized, okay, this is probably all real. So when we opened it at first, we didn't really think that it was real. We saw that it was signed, and we assumed based on the residents that live there, it could be real. But until we saw the other stuff piling up and then authentication for it, we were making the assumption that it was. So yeah, good to know, because next time we'll be more prepared.
Yeah, absolutely.
Handle.
I think you guys handled it with care. Like I said, it's tough. Yeah. Cause if somebody made the comment, if you keep that in there, it could get moldy in that. So I think you did a good job. And obviously thank you so much for your tireless effort and hours and, everything that you're doing down there to help and keep this in the news and keep people informed. So I want to give you one last, just let everybody know where we can follow you guys on Instagram and any way we can find information or keep updates with the efforts that you guys are doing down there.
Well, thank you guys for having me. You could find us on Instagram. Our handle is Rebuild Southwest Florida. And yeah, we will continue to post locations of how to volunteer and where we're going. We're still focusing on the mangroves for the next couple of months. And we will definitely keep you posted on who the owner is. So stay tuned for that.
Yes,
when we
please.
find him, hopefully.
Yes.
I want to figure out who the owner of this.
And
owner
if
of the
Michael
jersey is.
Jordan will ever respond.
There you go.
For
Yeah, we'll have to wait till next episode for that. But yeah, absolutely keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, keep us updated and let us know how everything goes. And good luck with the continued efforts.
Thank you, guys. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you,
Have a
Natalie.
great
Have a
day.
good one.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Great story.
Great story indeed. I know when we seen this, we were like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah.
Like that. You look at the pictures too. The auto looks it's clean.
Like she said, yeah, like Natalie said there, the autos were still pretty much the whole jersey was still pristine, maybe just a little bit at the bottom, but around where the auto is and that, it was gorgeous. Honestly,
Right.
it looked like it hadn't been through a hurricane, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean the only thing you've seen was really the case. There was a lot of wood and you could kind of tell some mold that was in the case.
Sure.
But other than that, I mean the jersey dirty in some spots, but not too bad in other places. So.
Yeah, so make sure you continue to follow Rebuild Southwest Florida. Check them out. See what you can do to help their efforts. Obviously, Yaga Bomb here, he dropped their Instagram in the chat, so check that out.
Yes.
All right, now we're going to move on to today's new release box rip giveaway.
I'm
And
very excited.
Look who's got the box in front of him today for once.
Let's
about
go.
that?
Let's go, ladies and gents.
Mm-hmm.
Am I ripping first today then?
Go for it. So it looks like you need the cutter this time.
Yeah, it looks like I want to get going, but I don't have a cutter.
Oh, David gets
Oh,
to do the
man.
gimmick. He loves it. He loves it that he gets to do the bit. Captain, shut up! Do some work.
Buck Wild.
Where's Zine?
Huh? Buck Wild.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. Patrick is bringing back. Well, I said earlier to Patrick, I saw him in the hallway, and he said something about Buck Wild. I go, we don't use that word enough. I go, we got to bring that back. And he goes, I'm already bringing it back.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
like, oh, he already did. So let's get Buck Wild on
Bring
this
Buck
box,
Wild
shall we?
back. All right.
Ooh.
We gonna go to my overhead? There we go. Oh man.
Oh wow,
Holy
yeah. This
hell
is
am I off centered?
this is the pressure. This is the pressure that you face when you're the first person to rip.
It's okay.
All right, two chrome autos, 24 packs, 12 apiece. We got some color coming there too, refractors. Gabagoo.
How should
Rip it.
how should the peeps win?
I want to know who you think the first quarterback drafted is going to be this year.
Okay.
Who do you think the first quarterback drafted is going to be this year?
And why is it going to be Bryce Young?
You're just being a guy who loves Sooners.
Bryce Young's on
Bama.
Alabama.
I know. I corrected myself. Stroud to the Colts.
Will
All right,
Levis, Anthony Richardson.
go ahead.
Who do you want? Or
Pick what you want.
No,
You
no,
pick.
no.
All right, I want top left and bottom right.
Left, bottom, right. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Stevens, we gotta show the transfer.
Look at David. Look at David. He's doing well. All right,
All right.
let's get after it.
Time to get after it. Empty box. You know what Troy does.
All right, well, you don't got to make fun of me. Jeez.
All
It's
righty.
the last time I ever let him rip first. Young Stroud.
Young
Levis. I'm seeing a Levis. Colts trade up. Oh, here we go. Billdoser's got a what's the word I'm looking
Jaron
for?
Hall first. Ty Simpson, Aiden O'Connell, and Jackson Dart throwing darts.
He's got an in-depth.
That's out of
answer.
$3.99 right there.
There you go. Purple right there.
Harp.
Colts trade up to number 1 to take Bryce Young simply to spite the Texans, which make me happy because I want the Texans to draft CJ. Caleb Williams
Michael
because
Meyer.
everyone. I like the in-depth answers.
Trey Simpson, Daniel Dell. I don't know. I think it'll be Bryce Young. I don't know. I hate that people are comparing Will Levis to frickin' Josh Allen. It's like I do not see it whatsoever. But
Jordan 1 says Adrian Martinez.
Wilson,
He got drafted in the
Travis,
USFL yesterday by the
Anderson.
Generals. Good call.
this insert's pretty dope. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's a good answer. I like the descriptive answers, the thoughtful answers, the thought-provoking answers. You guys are doing a great job. I see Wilbasaurus. I see Bill Dozer with some thought-provoking. Matt Leinart and Caleb. Can Ben DiNucci get redrafted? Why? He's living it up in the XFL, throwing tutties to Josh Gordon.
Throwing pitches to Josh Gordon. That's 5 coughs on the day. The over-under is 7.5.
Interesting.
Logan Diggs.
Krasner thinks Carolina
Mason
trades
Smith.
up to 1.
Oh.
Hendon Hooker going under the radar, but do you think he's going to be the first quarterback draft?
I can't see
Cheerful says Hendon
Invicta.
redacted.
Tyler Van Dyke.
Okay, I'm taking this out of my ear. It's bothering me.
Talia Tagovailoa. And there you go. Will Levis. Was that? Okay, yeah, that was just one card. I was making sure.
You know what, Rusty? I don't think you're very far off with that assessment because this does seem like this seems like a crazy deep quarterback class.
It's incredibly possible, and there are several teams that need quarterbacks, and they will trade up or do whatever they can to get one of them. So I can definitely see it happening.
First
100%.
auto there. Oh, careful.
Gee. Oh, yeah. There's the auto.
Malachi Moore.
Malachi Moore. There it is.
Hopefully I get an
Alabama.
auto.
First Bowman. Out of $4.99.
Too, and correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously, you guys know I'm a casual fan, quote unquote, as the kids on TikTok call me. But have we had really a deep draft class like this since, what was the draft where it was like Marino, Elway? Who else was in that class? Was it Kelly? Was he the same class? What was the last like deep quarterback class? I mean first round. Like potential first round. Like Rusty's saying he thinks 4 quarterbacks would go in the top 10.
Probably the Trevor Lawrence draft, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the 83 draft. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Yeah. But how many quarterbacks were taken? It was Trevor, Trey Lance. Who else was taken in the first round, though?
Zach Wilson, Mac Jones. I'm missing one.
So that's all first round. Eli Rivers and Ben. That was what? Was that technically what year was it? I know their rookie year was 04. So was that technically the 04 draft then, right? Good morning, chat. How are you? Good to see you.
Oh yeah, Fields. How the hell did I forget Fields?
So, Burrow, Tua, Herbert, and I like how Cheerful put Jordan Love
Trevor
in all caps.
Eli Ricks.
Yeah, so I guess you're right. The 2021 was the last time. For some reason, it seemed like it was more of a gap. I don't know. It seemed like it was more of a gap since we had a really heavy. I know 21 was a heavy quarterback class. I guess I didn't realize all those guys were taken in the top 15.
Josh Wiley. Last pack magic for me.
That's a good one, though. 04, Big Ben, Eli, and Phillip. Yeah, because what? Well, actually, Eli and Phillip Rivers were 1 and 2, right? Or didn't they? Because I know technically Eli got drafted by the Chargers.
Yeah, Eli got drafted first, I believe, and then Phillip Rivers, and then they traded.
Yeah.
Cade Klubnik, excuse me.
Yeah, see, I was right, though. Rusty says 83 had 6 quarterbacks in, like, the top, let's say, 10.
Ramblin' Man. I think it's Ramblin' Man.
But, Lord, I was born
Ramblin' Man, Jordan Addison. And that's it for me, Troy.
All right,
it's all you.
On to me. Here we go. I got to fix my mat a little bit, too, I guess, huh? Amateur hour over here today. All right, so that means I get 1 auto, too. Maybe a superfractor, maybe a black shim. Let's see. A lot of first Bowmans in this, too. Oh, CJ Stroud! Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh, my God.
Are you kidding me? No way. I don't even know. Do we have 1 touches in here?
Oh,
out of 99. Holy shit.
Somebody, we need a 1T.
Help! Is anybody out there?
Help.
Elena!
Oh, wait, hang on.
Elena!
Here.
Do we have any of the, do you have a 35 point?
Oh, this is probably too large.
Elena, help! Wait, do I have one? I have one.
I was going to say.
Oh my God. I just ripped that off like a Band-Aid because that's that's an insert auto.
Insert, yeah.
Remember? We just thought it was, wow. Wow.
Okay, I was going to say I have this, but.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Yaga Bomb got his ass kicked.
Yeah. My man got his ass beat. Oh my God.
Jay Hendry. That's quite all right, because I agree.
Is this a thick? There we go.
Troy definitely won.
Wow.
The best.
Wow.
Was that your first pack?
Wow. That was my first. Yeah, that was first pack magic. That's in a hard one. In the hard one. That was first pack magic.
I can give you a little stick.
Oh, thanks. I just pulled that off like it was gonna be an insert too. I didn't even slow roll that. I'm just like, oh, rip the Band-Aid off.
I guess I'm only good during our big breaks.
Which honestly, if you're gonna be good, it's during that.
I guess. I don't know.
I guess. I don't know.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I just want to be good during my show that I host.
I mean,
There you go, babies.
I did pull a few good ones, but
CJ
that is sick.
Stroud
CJ
on
Stroud.
release day.
That's beautiful. Did you see?
I digress.
I don't mean.
I know, right? Should I just not open the rest of the packs for you guys?
My guy.
All right, Mims. There you go. The Ramblin' Man, which that's a good call, David. I think it is. But Lord, I was born a rambling man. Woo! First and Tanner Morgan. A lot of first Bowmans in here, though. A lot of first Bowmans. I can't believe I pulled a CJ Stroud. That's unreal.
I have a huge pile just of first Bowmans. It's crazy. Damn. I don't know.
First, Drew
I don't-
Aller.
I don't think.
Graham See, this is just the base insert, if you will. But that's obviously a refractor one there.
I don't know. Does CJ Stroud really beat my Malachi Moore out of 499?
Whoa, yours is numbered out of 499. That's huge.
It's
Troy
huge.
isn't a wizard, but he's like a house elf that every once in a while he snaps in his fingers and pulls a good one.
It's
I would
true.
agree with that. It's actually well said. All right, here comes I can tell it is a purple shimmer.
little perp.
Tinsley, first Bowman, Altmaier, Brian Robinson. Wide receiver. Is it a first? Wide receiver, Michigan, first Bowman.
I'm trying to think.
Andrell Anthony. And
Was that
that's
out
going to
of
be
3?
out of, oh no, that's right. The purple
Oh, it's
shimmers
just a
are
shimmer.
the base.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah,
shimmer.
they're the base parallels. Base refractors.
Okay. Christoph. Jesus,
here we
going
go.
in depth. CJ Stroud goes first this year to Arizona after they trade away PS5 Kyler to Chicago. And Chicago then trades PS5 Kyler to Dallas for the shell of Zeke. Dallas then cuts both Dak
Stetson.
and PS5 Kyler to make way for the redraft of Ben DiNucci, who refuses the offer, and Dallas starts a tight end at quarterback.
Who knew
Go
he was
boys.
such a Ben DiNucci fan?
Ben DiNucci.
A Ben DiNucci.
I'll never forget
Little
his first start.
Shipley.
His first start was so bad, and everyone on Twitter was like, "Oh, you did great, sweetie." on
Oh, I
Twitter.
remember that,
And
yeah.
I'm like, no, he didn't.
Purple.
Another perp.
Another perp.
My guy Dylan. Was that Dylan Gabriel? Oh no, it wasn't. Jesus, I can't see.
Keely Ringo. This one's numbered, though.
Yeah,
I know
that's
these
out
ones are
of
numbered.
3,
Out of
right?
399.
399, yeah.
Keely Ringo. I still can't believe I just pulled that Stroud, dude.
My only
That's
worry,
unbelievable.
guys.
Guys, remember, if you want to enter to win this Stroud, you have to let us know who you think the first quarterback is going to be taken in this draft come April.
Remember, how many Ohio State quarterbacks have actually worked in the NFL?
Listen to this guy.
And listen, I don't want to hear no Joe Burrow BS. He finished his career at LSU.
Whew.
I do have high hopes for CJ Stroud, though, I will say. I do.
After all that, Jordan Addison on the insert. I've got 3 packs left. Let's see. I think I
3-pack
can do it.
magic.
I think I can do it. Man, talk about stressful. I was like, now I'm like, whew.
Okay. Of recent day. Like,
Rambling, man.
remember that guy, Cardale Jones?
Hell yeah, I do. What a negative Nancy. Okay. Some more color
What a
there.
negative
Nolan
Nancy.
Smith first.
I wish there was a Bryce
Trayshawn
Young.
Holden first on the refractor. Last pack magic. Let's see. I don't know. I think I used up all my magic in the first pack. Oh, we got the Invicta card, though.
There you go.
Invicta, Phil Dracovic.
He is now on
Phil
Pittsburgh.
Dracovic. And then there's your boy Dylan Gabriel.
Gabriel.
And first of Singleton. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, hey, let me show this off one more time.
One more
before
time.
You go.
One more time for the
Look
peeps.
at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Out of 99. I needed that. I feel like I needed that redemption.
Exactly, Bravo.
So
Pop.
there you go.
Well done, Troy.
Thank you. Thank you all. I appreciate you. Thank you. Anyways, that's going to do it for us today. Another episode in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Thanks to Nathalie White of Rebuild Southwest Florida for coming on with us. Great story there. Make sure you're following them. Make sure you're following us across all social media platforms, DA Card World and DA_The Chase. Meerkat is going solo right now in the Two Bros One Break Lounge. Make sure you're checking that out, twitch.tv/DA_Two Bros One Break. And then in the main lounge later on, it is going to be Jersey John on release day, twitch.tv/DA Car World. Oh, yeah, and make sure you come back for tomorrow. It's the Cup release day, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We have the Cup. We have so many breaks going on of it. You can find spots on dacarworld.com/live or just come and watch the breaks that are already sold out. Very much looking forward to that. All right, David, any last thoughts?
No, just remember, wait, let me check my notes again. It's all about the chase.
Woo! And I nailed it, and screw you, Patrick. I caught that. Hey, guys, we love you. We'll see you later. Top chat. Out! Later.